Alright YouTube, how you doing? I've been pondering a video all day, but there's so much BS as always going on as far as like in the news and everything. So I thought of a video basically, you know, what have I learned in a year? I'm almost on YouTube on this channel for a year. What have I learned for in a year? And I've learned that our government's way worse than I originally thought it was. The scandals are way worse than I could have ever imagined. They just keep getting, worse. Um, Now they could just come out and blatantly, say, "Hey, we fucking jacked you and did all this other fucked up shit," and there's no repercussions. They're not held accountable. They're not going to go to jail. They might pay some heavy fines or something, which they'll end up making up in all the profits that they'll make up. You know what I'm saying? So, um, as far as criminals, the real criminals being held, I mean, I don't know. There's, of course, there's violent criminals that are actually in prison or whatever, but they're basically putting all the regular people in prisons and jails and shit like that, and filling it up with like pot offenders and victimless people who commit supposedly crimes but are like victimless crimes, so um, I don't know. All I know is in a year I've learned, like I said, it's way worse than I thought it was. My prepping has stepped up. I'm trying to have way more food. I'm not where I want to be with that at my water, especially being here in the desert. I'm really not where I want to be. So preps have stepped up food wise. I think I got enough food for. I don't know. I think I got a good enough food for at least 6 months with me and my two kids. So I've stocked up on ammo and just don't go out there and blow it like a year ago. Even. I don't know. The panic buying started up in December, basically almost here a year ago. So that was about when we started getting thrifty, and it started getting hard to go shoot and even find ammo, and then find anything that wasn't overly priced. So I learned that in a year, fucking prices can go from being super cheap to being the most outrageous I've ever seen in my whole life to somewhat a little bit back to normal in less than a year, I guess. So um, I would say for 6 months to 8 months, it was really bad. I mean, I was telling people, "Hey, stock up and shit like that," and I think it's good that I did. I mean, maybe they didn't get away with too much gun control or whatever, but they did in certain places, and the people that weren't stocked up and ready and all that kind of stuff, you know. They're stocked up now. Everybody's pretty much stocked up. You can't really find anybody who knows anything about firearms who's not really, really stocked up on, multiple rounds and, shit for their firearm. I would say I have, I don't know, 7 in mags. Or actually, probably like six something in mags. Probably like 650 in mags, I think, or something like that. And then I got another couple like 100 rounds just chilling for the AR. Then I got like 400 rounds for my 45 ACP. My 45, 45 ACP. Um, so I don't know. It's not totally where I wanted it to be, but I mean, I had a lot of firearms and I had a lot of ammo overall for all these firearms. So now I'm just down to basically two. So I need to take some of that revenue that I maybe got from some of those farms and even get a little bit more. But ammo's there, I've been seeing it. Steel cases freaking everywhere. So I'm going to just keeping my rifle, clean and go out there and practice with the fucking steel case. And, I want to be able to run everything in mine. I don't like how people tell me I can't run this, I can't run that. I'll do what I'm going to do, you know what I mean? If it fails on me, I'm pretty sure it won't fail, but It would suck if it did, but so yeah, in a year I've learned that the president is a fucking total puppet. The government's way worse than it ever was. I've stepped up my preps, um, all the way around. Maybe this year could invest if I get anywhere and any good money and some body armor. That'd be a good investment. I would like to have in my preps that I don't have. Maybe even some gas masks and some of those NATO cans, those gasoline cans. Those would be nice. So much news and so much shit like that. It's kind of hard to cover one story anymore. It's just gonna accelerate and accelerate and keep accelerating until there's a point where we either fight back, and it might be too late by the time people fucking figure out sports is fake and get off their lazy asses, um, or it's gonna go full out. We're gonna be imprisoned and we're just gonna be slaves. I mean, they're not gonna relinquish power. We're not gonna vote them out. That's what I learned in a year. I learned that there ain't gonna be no voting out. There's gonna be some more elections, and people are gonna go vote, and I'm not gonna vote. I mean, it just doesn't matter. I don't know. I might vote if it's like against Harry Reid and shit. I'll go try, right? Try my damnedest, but it'll be for some other ass clown, pretty probably. You know, that's pretty much it. Shit's way worse than we ever probably thought. I would say keep your rifles clean, keep your ammo up, keep your preps up, food and water, food, water, and ammo. Ammo, have a good amount of ammo for what, realistically can carry, alright? Have that ammo and fucking try not to touch it or replenish it, cycle it out, whatever. Like I said, be realistic because shit goes down. You just want to definitely not have to run out of ammo because as long as you have a firearm and you're able to pretty much protect your family and just protect yourself against other motherfuckers. Because think about how many guns were sold just in this fucking year that Obama did this stuff. A lot of guns were sold, so. There's a lot of fucking nuts with guns. It doesn't mean that there's just good people out there with guns. You know what I mean? There's idiots that went and bought guns too. Just because, they're fucking stupid. I know people that buy guns. They don't have any training or whatever, but they just go buy guns and they just keep shooting and going and buying guns. But they never invest any money in any training or anything like that. So if you're like a first time gun buyer, I would suggest pay for a class or two. That's what I got for a year of YouTube.